Okay, there you go. All right, good. Hey, okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go to these. First one we're going to do is I want to look at this question right here. Okay. Now, there will be one like this on the summative tomorrow, so that's why I want to do this one, so be with me. Abby takes 15 minutes to read a chapter of a book. Skylar takes 8 minutes to read a chapter of a book. Skylar starts reading at 1:30. When, or if they both start reading at 1:30, when will be the next time that they both finish a chapter at the same time? So first of all, please, what type of question is it, first of all, here? Yeah? This is a future question. That should be the first thing you should identify. This is future, which means it's a what type of question? Carter? LCM. We know it's an LCM question. Very good. Nice job. Okay, so we know it's an LCM question. Okay, that's pretty easy. Now, you guys, from what I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, finding GCF and LCM, you guys are all really good at. Agreed?
Yeah.
I think everybody that I've seen is able to do that really well. It's the other stuff that's throwing, especially the word problems, which is understandable. So you would obviously have to do your trees. I'm going to do this really fast, but I think, like I said, we're past this point, I think. And this will be on the video tonight. Okay, so we're going to stack them up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to what? Find our what?
GCF.
GCF. That's the first step. What is the GCF here?
1.
It is 1. The reason it is 1 is because if they don't have any prime factors in common, then the only factor that all numbers share is 1. Okay, good. So then I'm going to take that 1, I'm going to multiply it by what? Who wants to tell me? Yeah.
So what do we do?
Just wait patiently. I'll get you guys. Just give me like 5 minutes. Yes. You're going to multiply all the other numbers unused. So when you do that, you're going to get 120. Okay? Okay. Now, does everybody agree that that is definitely the LCM?
Yes.
So that means in 120 minutes, they're both going to finish a chapter, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's great if you knew that. That's wonderful. But we need to figure out when. It gives us a time. So we need to figure out what an hour or 1:30. We need to figure what 1:30. What is 120 minutes after 1:30? So we've got to calculate this. So how can I go about converting 120 minutes into hours? Yes?
Divide by 60.
Okay. I don't like dividing though, and you can, but then you get a decimal. I don't want to divide. Let's not divide in this case, because decimals don't equal minutes. I don't want to confuse you guys on that. Autumn.
Couldn't you add 160?
You could. The other way that you can do it is you could do this in chunks, and you could say, okay, I know that 60 minutes is 1 hour, right?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert 60 minutes of that to 1 hour, okay? I'm now going to subtract that 60 minutes from here. Does that make sense? So now I'm left with 1 hour and 60 minutes, okay? Well, if another 60 minutes is 1 hour, what's that going to be?
2 hours.
2 hours. So when I ask the question, at what time, if they both start at 1:30, at what time will they both finish a chapter at the same time? What time will it be?
3:30.
3:30. Who can tell me what the next time after that will be, assuming they continue reading? Billy? 5 what? 5:30. What will be the next time after that? Yeah. 7:30. And it'll go on forever. 9:30, 11:30, 1:30. Okay, so just understand that you've got to convert that into hours. I still have some people that are doing this. And please don't laugh. Don't laugh about this. It's a common mistake. In 120 minutes, people are saying that's 1 hour and 20 minutes. Because they're just thinking that, like 100, there's 100 minutes in an hour, but it's not. Everybody got that? Now let's do one more like that. Okay? This is a question. I'll read it. Morgan takes 20 minutes to finish a crossword puzzle. Riley takes 25 minutes to finish a crossword puzzle. If Morgan and Riley start doing crossword puzzles at 7:50, when will be the next time they finish puzzle? At the same time. So what type of question is this? Just wait. I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah. You know it's a future question, so you know it's LCM. So I've got to find my LCM. So I do my trees. I'm going to skip that step just because we know how to do it. Okay? So I have 5 times 5, and I have 2 times 5. Or, I'm sorry, 2 times 2 times 5. I see that the GCF is 5, right, everybody?
Yes.
Then I multiply that by everything else left over. And that is going to give me 100. So does everybody agree that every 100 minutes, they're going to be finishing a puzzle at the same time? Agreed?
Agreed.
All right. Now, again, the question is when? If they start at 7:50. So we've got to convert 100 minutes into hours. So here's my thing. How many full hours are in 100 minutes? Oh, yeah? There's 1 full hour. So what I'm going to do is I just took 1 hour out of that. So I'm going to subtract 60s. Everybody see how I did that?
Yeah.
Now I have 40. So what's this going to equal? 1 hour and 40 minutes. Now here's the mistake that people are making. They're taking 750 and they're trying to add 140 and they're getting 890. 890 o'clock. Okay? Now if you understand what that means 90 minutes, so you would take 60 minutes out of there, right? That's fine. I like to personally think of it like this. 750, I need to add an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to do this in pieces. The first piece is I'm going to add an hour. If I add an hour to this, what is it going to be? Yep. 850. Okay, now we're done with that. We've added that on. Now we're going to add 40 minutes onto that. Yes? No, it wouldn't be 920. So let me give you another little strategy here, just to help you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it to 9 o'clock. What did I just add to go from 8:50 to 9 o'clock, Carter? I added 10 minutes. So if I added 10 minutes, how many more minutes do I have left?
30.
30. And then you can add it real easily. Plus 30 minutes would be what?
30.
9:30. Okay? Now, let's answer those questions. Let's answer these questions right here. We knew the answer was 100 minutes, right? Okay? So, I need to figure out how many crossword puzzles. I'll just do this one. I'll just do it. I need to figure out how many crossword puzzles Morgan would finish in that time. Well, if 100 minutes are going by, and I know that Morgan finishes one every 20 minutes, I'm going to take the total time that's passed divided by the amount of time she takes to finish one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
100 divided by 20 is going to give me 5 puzzles. Makes sense. Think about it. She finishes one in 20 minutes, one in 40 minutes, one in 60 minutes, one in 80 minutes, and then another one in the 100th minute. Isn't that 5 right there? Hello?
Yes.
Yep. Same with this one. I'm going to do 100, only now I'm going to divide by 25 minutes. So 25 minutes. That's going to give me 4. She's finishing 4. She does them a little slower. Make sense? Just wait. I'll get to you guys in just 1 second. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's the LCM time question. So now they're on there. You can practice them on the video. Let's do one of these group questions for him back there. He wanted to do one, so I'm going to find one here. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Here's one. It's perfect. We'll do this one together. Okay? Here we go. I am organizing my coaching materials into boxes. The coaching materials will be put into boxes so that each box has the identical amount of coaching materials in each box. So they're identical boxes. First of all, what type of problem is this? Yes? You know it's GCF. Why? Boxes. Think groups. Every time be thinking groups. Groups. Whenever you're taking items and you're putting them into groups, we're talking about greatest common factor. So again, when you obviously saw the word greatest, you would have to find the greatest common factor. Now I'm going to skip that. You all know you'd have to do trees. You would learn that the greatest number of boxes is 12. Okay?
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Now, how many football items would be in each box? Well, if I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes, if I have 36 football items for 12 boxes, how many football items are going to be in each box? Yes?
3.
There's going to be 3. I'm going to take the total amount of items I have, 36. I'm going to divide it by the 12 groups, 12 boxes. It's going to give me 3 in each. For this one, it's going to be 24 total items for the basketball materials, divided by 12 boxes again, and I'm going to get 2. And then, of course, if it asked, how many boxes would you need? Or how many total items in each box? We would add 3 and 2. Right? Question.
How'd you get 12?
I got 12 because this 12?
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
That's the GCF because it's what is the greatest number of boxes that I will get. So I didn't show that work. You would have to. I think you guys are fine with that. Cool? Okay.